Hi, I'm Doug Thompson. We're visiting with State Representative John Barker. John, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Doug, for having me.
Tell our viewers a little bit about John Barker.
Oh, John Barker. I've been in Kansas since the 1970s. April and I came to Abilene in about 1981. We've raised two children here, John, my oldest, and Jessica, my youngest. Both of them are presently living in Texas.
Yeah, John's a realtor, isn't he?
He's a realtor, and my daughter also works in that field with a company. But they're both in Texas, and we've got three grandchildren now.
Yeah.
We've got SJ, who's 7. Then we've got Jackson, which is kind of unique. He came to us when he was 8 months old, or to John and his wife Brooke. And then Gia was born about a year and a half ago. So my son's life has really changed.
Yeah, it has. He's seen what it's like to be a dad now.
He has.
Which is neat because we watched your kids grow up through the school system all the way through. Right. And you came in, of course, you had a lot of military background and law enforcement background.
I have. I was a criminal investigator in the United States Army for a little over 10 years. And then I had an opportunity to, when I left the military, to come to Dickinson County and work for Keith Hoffman, an old friend of both of us.
Right, yeah, the old county attorney.
Yeah, the old county attorney. And then in 1987, I was selected as a judge for the district court.
Yep, served there for 25
years.
25 years.
25 years. It was a great experience. And I retired on my 61st birthday.
All right. And of course, you served, obviously, for 25 years. You served as a judge of the district court in the 8th Judicial District,
correct.
Which was, of course, and still is Dickinson, Geary, Morris, and Marion counties.
That's correct. I had court in all 4 of those counties on a regular basis. I was in Geary County because that's where a large part of our workload was at.
And even though you're a state representative, you still serve as municipal judge for, see, Grandview Plaza, Chapman, Harrington, Solomon, Hope.
Right.
Did I get all of them?
I think you did.
Oh, fantastic. I've covered for you.
I know, you've covered for me. So, you know, when I retired, I started doing the city courts, and of course, April came home one day and gave me a large list of things to do. And
honeydew jobs?
Honeydew jobs. I studied them, and then I called my daughter, who was in college at Fort Hays, and said, you're graduating in 3 weeks. Could you come home and run my campaign? I've decided to run for the House. So she did. She came home. She worked really hard, got me organized, got me elected.
Yeah.
And then
she did a great job.
She did a great job. And then she moved to Texas.
Yeah, went off and left you.
I went off and left.
Now you've served 2 terms as state representative, and it's the judicial district, or I should say, the district is the 70th.
Correct.
And that encompasses what area?
Okay, it has 1 township, the Chapman Township in Clay County. It has all of Dickinson County except 2 wards or 3 wards in Harrington, which goes to the 68th, and the northern part of Marion County to include the city of Marion, but not Hillsborough, so everything north, and that's the area on 77.
Oh, so quite an area. And
it is.
Touches in multiple counties.
It does. If I'm in Longford and I need to go to Marion, you know, I've got a good hour and 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
So it's a large district.
Yeah. And so as you're campaigning, and now you're getting ready for your 3rd campaign.
Correct.
Going to run for re-election, and as you do that, you go into each of these communities, I suppose, to give updates.
I do.
Talk about what's going on with the state, and there's certainly good turnouts because politics right now is extremely interesting for many people. They're wanting to know a lot more than they used to before. I mean, they're really getting hands-on, and I'm guessing you get asked a lot of questions as you go out.
You do, and sometimes you get questions that people believe something because they read it in the paper, and not the full story is ever in the newspaper. They hit the high points. So yeah, and when you have those one-on-one conversations, which is a part of this job I really like, you get to explain the process. You know, I'm 1 vote of 125, and you've got to get it through. So you need 63 votes in the House to get anything done.
Right.
Of course, then you go to the Senate, it takes 21, and then you've got to have a
40
governor.
40 members in the Senate.
40 members in the Senate, so you need 21, and then of course you've got to have the governor sign off. If he doesn't, then if he vetoes it, then it comes back, and then it goes to 2/3.
As soon as we come back, I want to talk a little bit about your experience with the legislature, where you are with some of the laws, but we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Okay, thank you.